In this video, I'm going to be doing a Portuguese language breakdown of UFC fighter Alex Pereira. We're going to see him talk about his humble beginnings in the fight game, the struggles of being a fighter, as well as how he's dealt with his knockout loss to Israel Adesanya. In this first clip, he explains how he got into combat sports, what he was doing before, and why he decided to start training.
Eu era borracheiro, levava uma vida assim, não muito saudável, né? Muita bebida, farra, e aí eu queria sair dessa vida.
So first he says, eu era borracheiro. So borracheiro is a tire repair technician and is someone who works in a borracharia or a tire repair shop. Then he goes, levava uma vida assim, não muito saudável, né? Levava uma vida, I was leading a life. Then assim in this context is used just as a filler word. Kind of like in English how you'd say like or you know. And then não muito saudável means not very healthy. So he's saying that he was living a really unhealthy lifestyle at the time.
Levava uma vida assim, não muito saudável, né?
Muita bebida, a lot of drinking,
Muita bebida,
farra, partying.
farra.
E aí eu queria sair dessa vida. And so I wanted to leave that lifestyle.
E aí eu queria sair dessa vida.
In the next clip, he talks about why he chose kickboxing to help him change his life.
Não gostava de futebol. Quando era moleque, gostava de sair na porrada, né?
First he says, não gostava de futebol. I didn't like soccer.
Não gostava de futebol.
Then, quando era moleque, when I was a kid, gostava de sair na porrada. I liked to scrap.
Quando era moleque, gostava de sair na porrada, né?
Now, let's take a look at this expression, sair na porrada. This is something you'll hear fighters say all the time. So, porrada is like a real violent blow or strike. And when it's used with the verb sair, which literally means to leave, it basically means to scrap or throw down in the sense of fighting.
Gostava de sair na porrada, né?
It's similar to sair na mão, which I've talked about before.
Eu vou estar pronto para sair na mão 3 rounds.
But sair na porrada tends to imply a more intense, violent brawl. You'll hear porrada used in tons of expressions like levar porrada, to take a beating, and meter a porrada, to put on a beating, or basically to kick someone's ass.
Filho, Noah, Vitória, papai meteu a porrada!
Then he talks about how fighting became his way out.
Muitas pessoas têm plano A, têm plano B. Eu nunca tive o plano B. Era ou ser lutador ou voltar pra borracharia.
So he says, muitas pessoas têm plano A, plano B. A lot of people have a plan A, a plan B.
Muitas pessoas têm plano A, têm plano B.
Eu nunca tive plano B. I never had a plan B.
Eu nunca tive o plano B.
Era ou ser lutador, it was either be a fighter, ou voltar pra borracharia, or go back to the tire shop. So this O construction is how you'd express this idea of either or. Now let's see how he's dealt with his recent knockout loss to Israel Adesanya. Specifically, how it compares to his first loss back when he was competing in small events in Brazil.
Eu perdi, né? Mas, cara, eu sou bem remunerado.
He says, eu perdi, né? I lost, right? So this né is a colloquial contraction of não é, which translates to isn't it or right?
Eu perdi, né?
Mas cara, but man,
Mas, cara,
eu sou bem remunerado. I'm well compensated.
eu sou bem remunerado. Eu fiquei muito mais triste do que essa vez que eu perdi com o nocaute, entendeu?
So, referring to his previous loss, he says, eu fiquei muito mais triste, I was much more sad, do que essa vez, than this time, que eu perdi com o nocaute, when I lost by knockout. Literally, that I lost with the knockout.
Eu fiquei muito mais triste do que essa vez que eu perdi com o nocaute, entendeu?
Then he finishes the phrase with entendeu, which literally means Did you understand? But in this context, it's kind of like saying, you know?
Porque não ganhava nada, cara.
Then he says, por quê? Why? Não ganhava nada, cara. I wasn't making anything, man. So, ganhar can mean to win. For example, my team won would be meu time ganhou. But in this case, it can also mean to earn or to make in the sense of making money. Let's see what else he says.
Aí eu ficava, e amanhã, como é que vai ser?
He says, aí ficava, e amanhã? So I'd be like, and tomorrow? Como é que vai ser? What's going to happen next? Literally, how's it going to be?
Aí eu ficava, e amanhã, como é que vai ser?
But in this context, what he's basically saying is, what am I going to do now? Como é que vai ser?
Como é que vai ser? Quando que eu vou lutar de novo? Para ganhar um pouquinho de novo?
Next he goes, quando que eu vou lutar de novo? When am I going to fight again? Now, in more standard Portuguese, this would be quando é que eu vou lutar de novo? When is it that I'm going to fight again? But in everyday speech, the é often gets dropped. Then he says, pra ganhar pouquinho de novo. To make a little bit of money again.
Como eu vou fazer para me manter?
Como vou fazer pra me manter? What am I going to do to support myself? Literally, how am I going to do to support myself?
Para colocar gasolina no carro?
Para colocar gasolina no carro. To put gas in the car.
Não consigo ajudar minha família?
Não consigo ajudar minha família. I'm not able to help my family.
Aí isso acaba me desmotivando, entendeu?
Aí isso acaba me desmotivando. So that ends up discouraging me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, remember to hit like and check out my Learn Portuguese with UFC Legends video next.